guys, today is day 9 of my 10-day split challenge. So during my splits journey, there is one thing which I've learned is most important, and that is right stretching. So we could be stretching for hours and all you know is it's all irrelevant because we're not doing the right way. So in this video today, we will see 5 most common stretching mistakes which we do without even realizing and how to correct it in order to get right flexibility and balance, which in turn will give you more force to do your splits. Now, if you're cautious of these mistakes, I assure you that your splits journey would be incredible one. At the end of this video, I would also share one secret which I followed to do my splits quick and easy. Let's get started. So number 5, do not get into deep stretches or splits without your warm-up. If you do so, you will never get long-term results. So how I do my warm-up is I warm up for around 30 to 40 minutes. It would vary from person to person depending on the flexibility. So in order to start your warm-up, the first thing that you need to know is what do you want to achieve? What is your ultimate goal? Is it the front split? Is it the middle split? Or is it some other form of intense split that you want to achieve? Once you've done that, the second is to identify which all muscles are involved in order to do this split. Once you've done that, now the third is to work on all the muscles involved equally. You need to activate all the muscles involved equally before you actually start putting your big forces into your front split or middle split. So number 4 is incorrect posture. So incorrect posture could be curling your back, it could be straining your neck, it could be hunching your shoulders, it could also be unpleasant facial expressions. So now how do you correct this? You need to make sure that your spine is always elongated. So you need to relax your neck, you need to relax your shoulders. In every stretch, you need to make sure that your back and your chest and your hands are moving forward instead of moving inwards. One very basic exercise to correct your posture is you need to rotate your shoulders. This will open up your chest and also would lengthen your spine. This you could do in your everyday activities also, while sitting, while running and while walking. Number 3, do not hold your breath while doing your stretch. Now when you're doing this, you're not only creating tension in your muscles, but you're also making it difficult to get into a deeper stretch. How do you actually correct this? Number 1, you don't need to do shallow chest breathing. You need to breathe through your belly. You need to activate your belly and make sure you do deep breathing. Number 2, when you exhale, you actually get into a deeper stretch, and when you inhale, you're taking the oxygen in, which gives more power to your muscles to get into a deeper stretch. So don't forget to do deep breathing. Number 2, do not overstretch, as this might lead to muscle injury. So you might get excited sometimes, or you might be impatient and try to push your limits. It's absolutely fine to push your limits as long as you know that something which you're doing is challenging, but it's not unbearable. So what is the best way to increase flexibility? It actually happens gradually. It needs to happen organically. And in order to increase your flexibility, you can always use a lot of props and support to hold your stretch for a minimum of 10 counts. Also at the end of the video, you will see how to gain flexibility without overstretching. So number 1, Do not just do static stretching just before your splits or any form of intense workout. So now first of all, what is static stretching? It is when you're extending your muscles and holding it for a longer duration, like how you do it in yoga, how you could be doing post-workout, or you could have a separate session for it. So if you see my initial videos, I used to hold my poses for around 100 seconds. Now at that time, when I was too new to stretching, it helped me gain flexibility. But in the long run, what I've realized is it also reduces your power, and I was not left with the power to do my actual splits. So that is where dynamic stretching came into the picture. So what is dynamic stretching? It is actually movement-based stretching. Your body is always in motion and you do not hold your stretches for such long duration. Actually, you just hold it for 10 seconds or don't hold it at all. So the whole idea is to keep your muscles activated all the time, which would give you more power, it would increase your range of motion and would help you do better splits. So now it's time to share the secret which really helped me to do my splits quick and easy. So I actually used to do warm-up, which was a combination of 3 different kinds of stretching. One was dynamic stretching, which could be as easy as lunges or side bends or a combination of half split or lunges. The second variation which I tried and really worked for me was to add dynamic movements to my stretching. What I did was I added push-ups to my middle splits, I added crunches to my wall straddle, so that really helped me to push my limits and go into the deeper stretch. The third one is PNF stretching. This is something that really helped me to work towards my front split. It is actually a cycle of contract and relax. In this, what you do is you stretch to the maximum and then try to contract your muscles and then relax it and go into a deeper stretch. That's all for today. I hope you now use your time and energy in the right direction. If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.